our telco, the data grows every day. I process 1.5 billion CDRs every day. India is the most talking country in the world as far as telecom is concerned, and the lowest revenue generating telcos. So Indians love to talk because that's what they feel. It gives a lot of warmth, and so they talk and they generate a lot of PDRs, call detailed record, and we have to capture each of these call detailed record and process them, and not only process them, use them as an information plus store them for the security agencies of this country for various kind of information. As per the DOT regulations, we have to keep 3 months data online. Means they can really ask for this information at any point in time, and we are never given more than 2 hours to provide this information. So, we need to really provide this data on a quick turnaround time, and that becomes a challenge for us. To my mind, it is not about storage. Storage is as a CIO, I do not bother about the cost of the storage. It is peanuts for us. Just to give you one perspective, I have in my setup, which is just 2.5 years old setup, I have got 1.2 petabytes of storage. So that's the kind of size I have. And it's not me only. ASL is only 45 million subscribers. Think of Airtel, they have got 120 million subscribers. So what kind of storage they will have? It's all about the way you design your storage solution. It is not about buying hard disk. Generally, the IT fraternity or IT group do not really bother about the storage design. One big problem with every telco that we have to be very, very highly available and highly redundant in our solution. So it has to be available 24/7. So the way we design our solution, it has to be, we can really maintain it when the box is up and running. We can add hard disk, we can remove hard disk, we can add the ports in the SAN switches while it is working. We do not really bring it down. And it all requires a very careful planning. And I guess telcos probably do that kind of planning. Banking is another sector where they cannot really bring their setup down even for a minute. So they also do, I'm sure they must be doing a lot of complex planning. How do we really add the newer technologies to ensure that my data is accessible and my data is really available? For example, thin provisioning. We have, as I said, 1.2 petabyte of storage, and I know certain applications where the storage is required kind of on a demand basis, right? So what I do, I create a pool of storage. Say I say 10 terabyte. It is a pool of storage, and then I define, say, 5 applications who will use the same pool of storage on demand. Every application thinks that they have got 10 terabyte. That host thinks that I have got 10 terabyte for myself. So that application or that host is never constrained with the storage. However, it is actually a pool of 10 terabyte. But 5 application is sharing with it. There is a threshold, and you define the threshold. The moment it reaches to that threshold, the storage administrator will kick in and he will add more storage. I never look at the capex because that's one-time expenditure for me. I always look at the OPEX. How can I really reduce my OPEX? And these kind of architectural planning really help me in saving a lot of OPEX. So thin provisioning is one way. RAID, I'm sure everyone does that. In telco, there's one more concept that is very, very prevalent, which is called BCV, the business copy volume. We have to be available 24/7, and I cannot really bring my storage down, but I need to move my backup off-site. The backup is never taken from the production, the live databases. it is always taken from the BCV, which is a business copy, right? It's a replica of that, and the backup mechanism always look at the BCV. Automated tiered solutions. The data really decays, it changes, customer information changes. In our telco, this happens every now and then. So we keep moving our active data to active passive data. And this is done automatically. We just define the life of that particular set of data. Once we say that this data is only 5 days, I need to have it in active. After 5 days, automatically this entire data is moved from a tier 1 storage solution to a tier 2 or tier 3 as per the policy that is defined.